Hi. Am I live? Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, orientation is locked. I have to do it this way. I don't want to sit here and hold it. Dang it. I am so discombobulated. I hope there are people left in my chat. Let me fix my tripod. Ah. Hi, if you're here. You'll hear the crickets. Yes, I am live, y'all. I am here, y'all. And I have something to say, y'all. I am sorry. I had to finish cooking supper. Hi, Mandy. And then I had to, I think I had to finish cooking supper. And then, sorry, y'all are seeing my hand. I'm putting my phone in my tripod. And I had to, we got a phone call. My husband got a phone call, but we both kind of had to I wanted to be part of the conversation because my father-in-law is slowly deteriorating. He's not doing well. So we kind of had a discussion about him, and so family comes first. So that's that. Oh, let me sit my little happy tail down in my chair. All of my furniture is gone off my porch because my husband's gonna power wash it tomorrow. He's off. And because, can't you see? There's a spider in the corner. Y'all want to see it? Oh, where'd he go? He was there last night. Because I almost leaned on top of all of his web. Look at all the fun stuff he has in his web. There's really not much food. Is that him down there? No. That's another spider, but that's not the one that was there. And it looks like there's is that something in the corner that's, oh, maybe it's a girl spider. Could that be like a egg sac? I don't know. Don't they carry their stuff? Do spiders do have sacks like that, don't they? I don't know, y'all. That's going to get knocked down tomorrow when it's power washed. So if there's babies growing in there, they're going to go bye-bye. But I don't see it. It was a big ugly black garden spider. Look, I'm all down up in it trying to find it. It's probably going to jump out at me. Knock me back on my butt. But anyway, we usually get them around here. We get big garden spiders making big spider webs. And I usually let them stay. Ooh, somebody's having fun. Did y'all hear that yell? I usually let them stay wherever they build, as long as they're not like in my walkway, because they cut down on all the bugs flying around. Makes it a nicer porch to sit on, to tell you the truth. Not as many flying critters. But yeah, so who's in here? I'm gonna start making tea and curled up. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna get my iPad out so I can see the chat. It's easier on my iPad. Hope y'all can hear me good. I always worry about that. All right, let me go to my channel. This is your channel. Let me see who's in here. Live chat. Always be on live chat. Whoops, go back. No, I said go back. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on, I have to turn off the Wi-Fi. So y'all hold on, I'll be right back. I had to like reschedule it, make it a little bit later. Hey Denise. See. Hello everybody else just watching. I'm glad everybody's here, whether you choose to chat. I I appreciate every single one of you for being here and just listening to me yammer. So I've been, gosh, yesterday, if y'all didn't see my other video, my anti-M video, this storm yesterday, we're supposed to be getting a storm. And it was odd because, you know, usually when we get storms here, it's because it's been so hot and humid, and they really come through and they're strong and, you know, knock down trees kinds of storms, and they're powerful and loud, and you can still see all the, just some of the clutter that's in the yard from the trees. That's just the small stuff. But usually it's because it's hot and humid, and then it'll cool down, but then the humidity goes right back up after they go through. But it was odd because it had been cool all weekend. So I didn't think much of it. So I'm cooking supper last night, and all of a sudden the wind starts just blowing. I mean, out of nowhere, it starts howling. And then out of nowhere, our electricity goes, pow, and it's out. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then it flickered on like for just a split second, and then I heard a pow. I was like, oh, great. This is not good. Like, I felt that in my gut. You know, we women have that sixth sense, you know. When you know, you know. And I knew. So, yeah, it was out. It was about 12:30 this morning when it finally came back on. I'm just glad it came back on because I had to work today. I work from home, so. And I needed that electricity for my computer. So. But yeah, Ethan was, am I rubber banding? Can you hear me? It is in and out. God, y'all hear those kids screaming? Testing, testing, testing. Let me turn the Wi-Fi back on and test it again. Some people are saying it's getting better. It's better now? Well, okay. I'm getting mixed signals. Can't hear. It's better. It's perfect. Sounds good to me. I just joined though. I can hear you. It's better. Okay. Mama Ames, you listen to me at devotion time in the mornings. Thank you. Yes, I do, Nancy. I love you, Nancy. You're my friend. It's better. It's perfect. Okay, good. Then I'm not gonna mess with the Wi-Fi then. I usually turn it off when I sit out here and do lives because the router is inside and upstairs. There's a kitty. That's one of my neighbor's kitties. So yeah, I knew it was gonna be, yeah, it's out of, is it out of focus still? Kitty? The signal here is not good, even when I have the Wi-Fi turned off because the towers are messed up. I don't live in the big city, so I'm kind of, like, I have a 5G phone, but I had to get my best friend's son to turn off the 5G because there are really no 5G towers here. I've had to figure that out the hard way. So, yeah, I don't live in the boonies, but I live enough in the boonies where we just don't have it like that out here. So, anyways, you can hear the crickets. Yep, they're crickets. Is it breaking up again? I've got it turned up on my iPad. Is it still? Oh no, Pink, is it? Still broken up. I mean, I can turn Wi-Fi back on and see what happens. It's very calm, Vicky. It's very calm. It's quiet. You can hear the kids playing. It's a nice cul-de-sac where we are. See, we picked a lot on purpose. When my wife was on, Pink, you're funny. Maybe some people are slightly behind by a few minutes because it's been perfect since I joined. Okay, well, I don't want to mess with anything if the majority of you guys are saying it's okay. I can't hear much. I'll reboot. Could be me. Okay. You can hear the cicadas. The cicadas. Yeah, I'm not talking constantly either, so. The weather is really calm and nice tonight, too. So, yeah, that's why I was late. That's why I had to reschedule to tonight, and that's why I was late. But I have a few things to discuss. I'm hopefully not going to go as late tonight as I did the other night. But I do want to discuss some things. I have been in other lives, and hey, yeah, I'm independent. And I go where I want to go on YouTube. Yay, it's a wonderful feeling. I will say I'm not in anybody's communities, guys, as far as like private Slack or Discord groups. I'm not in Discords. I wouldn't even know what to do in a Discord. I've never been in a Discord. I don't even know what it looks like. I was in Carolyn's Slack until, yes, she kicked me out. And I was in Nana Patty's for a little while, and I asked to be removed from her Slack when, there was a disagreement between me and some people in there, and I just went ahead and said, you know what, before all of this gets out of hand, for my own personal reasons, I asked to be removed, and I deleted the app from my phone. I'm assuming that she deleted me, which is what I asked her to do, and I haven't been back. And I have no, just so Carolyn, excuse me. So Carolyn doesn't go run and say that there's bad blood or bad feelings between me and Nana Patty. That's not true. It was just my decision that I made because of a disagreement that I had, and it just registered with me that this is not something that I want to do anymore. I don't want to be a part of private chat groups any longer. I know what can become of them, and I just don't want to be a part of it any longer. People who I want to stay in contact with have my personal phone number. My email is in my About section of my channel. They can be free to contact me that way. So I don't... Okay, so Nana Patty deleted her entire Slack. So there you go, guys. It's just... Obviously now she didn't want to have anything like that anymore either. So there you go. It's not, for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else. It's something that for me, I saw where it kind of creates an air of paranoia, because then you think, well, is somebody a mole or this or that? Is somebody taking information back to so-and-so? Are they giving the information to this person? I don't want to be a part of that. I really just don't even have time for that kind of stuff. And like the video that I took down, that one live I took down, and then I made the community post about why I took it down, and then I got comments left on that video saying, oh, you're crawling back to Carolyn, you just don't know it yet. Well, that's bullshit. Excuse me for saying it, but that's just crap, because the person that left those comments, you don't know me. I don't crawl back to anybody, and the least of all of whom I would ever is crawl back to Carolyn, especially the way she's been acting lately. I'm not a glutton for punishment. So that's, you know, there is no bad blood between Nana, Patty, and I. No bad blood. I love the fact that, and Nana Patty's here in my chat now. And I'm sorry I missed her live yesterday. I really am. I was going to be in her live and watch, and I'll probably go back and watch it. And Davita, is Davita here? There's no bad blood between Davita. Hi, Sandy. You know, it's just for her to say those kinds of things. And that's what I'm hearing she's saying, is that we're fighting and all this kind of crap. And it's not true. We're not fighting. We're big girls, right? We're grown-ups. We're adults. And it's just ridiculous. So I'm going to take a minute and say hello to the people who are in my chat. Yeah, the bonus of being independent. You're good now? Good, Pink Lady Luck. Yeah, I will never, ever, ever be in a Discord. I, other than the fact that I know the things that can come out of it, I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Lisa Jones, did I say hello to you? If I didn't, hello. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, no, you want to be a part of it. Mandy, did I say hello to you, Mandy? It's been a crazy 24 hours. Hey, Davita. Yeah, I believe you, Barbara. I believe you that there's third-party apps to read private messages. Somebody like me who's not tech savvy, I would never know that. She's going to continue to grow because she's not petty. You know, she doesn't belittle people or lash out in anger. And positive channel, guys. And she deserves the success. Who else is in here? Susie B. Hey, Susie B. Yeah, it is good to see everybody. Hi, Tracy. Help me, Rhonda. Hi, Pussycat. Yeah, and that's the thing, Barbara. You know, we can have a discussion, and as adults, we can disagree, and then we can agree to disagree on things, and even have a discussion about disagreeing. And then we're supposed to be able to walk away from the discussion and still be okay, right? It's not the end of the world if you disagree with somebody. And you can still have respect for the other person, right? Which is why the other night when those two trolls were in here, I was like, no, we're not gonna, don't let them get you upset, because I want to get vulgar or nasty or anything like that, or calling names. Then that's when the discussion needs to end, because you've gone below the belt, and then there's no reasoning, and I wouldn't waste my time with somebody once they start doing that. Hi, Just Mary. It's adulting, yeah. Hi, Paisley Pumps. Hi, Peace. No, I'm not moving around. Am I dropping out? Tally girl, still hear me? Testing, testing, testing. I'm sitting so still. Hi, Carol Clark. You can go in. So yeah, I've been in other chats. I went to Austin's, and I'm sure I got a lot of backlash for that. Like I said, I don't watch her channel anymore. The little clips that I see are from other channels that I go to, like Hell to the No. I watch their videos. I don't know if it's girl, guy, a group. I don't know. So I watch their channel, and I see a lot there. That's how, well, the little video that they put up The beginning of it was community post and her response, and then the end of it was about the puppies. So I saw that there. I had no idea she was talking to me or talking about me. I mean, doesn't surprise me, but so I saw that there. And then I think BBT had a video the other night she was showing, but BBT and Pink were laughing and carrying on. So I couldn't really hear, which is fine. It's no loss. I'd rather hear people laughing and having fun and carrying on than her screaming and yelling and hollering about people. Laughter is better, always, much better. But then I think, who else? Anyways, I do go to other channels, and that's usually where I hear bits and pieces of what she's saying. I don't watch her. I can't because but the thing that came out of my last live is that the 2 trolls that were in the live, and guys, I'm not really watching that. I'm kind of glancing at it. Have they? Has Hell to the No been copyright struck? Oh no. Oh. She's never gonna let it go. She won't let any of us go. She'll forever, as long as she can get views by talking about any of us, she's gonna do it. Well, at the same time, telling everybody else to stop talking about her. It's just what she does. And I'm sorry about her father. Can you pass that on to her, please? Yeah, it's, you know. I know she has a lot on her plate, and adding that to it just adds a whole lot more. No wonder she's off YouTube. Real life. I mean, when that stuff starts piling up. Oh, it's Casbat. Hey, Casbat. Unblocked by Casbat, and then when I went into my list, I noticed there were a couple of real trolls, like real trolls. I don't even know why I had you blocked. I didn't. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I turned the Wi-Fi back on to see if that helps. Y'all tell me if you can hear me. Still buffering? Am I back? Back. All right. Well, I turned my Wi-Fi back on. Okay. Audio's good. Yeah. Okay. Boy, I lost a lot of people. Go tell your friends we're back. Okay, good. We're back. Yeah, I noticed the little thingy popped up, so I took it off the tripod. See if I couldn't get it fixed. There's skeeters. All right, good. Well, I'll just keep the Wi-Fi on then. Usually the Wi-Fi buffers when I'm out here, but hey, we'll just keep it on. So the whole showing proof thing is just, it's kind of, to somebody who's naive and trusting, it's just kind of ludicrous, because when you first go into a situation like a group chat or community, you go into it thinking that people are trustworthy and you can chat. And even when you go into a private chat like a Slack or a Discord, you trust that your conversations are private, and they're going to remain that way. At least I did. I thought that things were going to be private. And when you make a friendship, guys, come on, when you're friends with somebody or when you're in a relationship with someone, there's a certain I don't know the word that I'm trying to come up with. There's a certain I don't know. You know, like everybody vents, right? Everybody vents. Hi, bargain shopper. We all have moments when we're upset and somebody says something or does something and we vent, right? We all do. And we do those kinds of things in the presence of somebody we trust most of the time, right? We don't just go out in public and start screaming. Well, most people don't. But sometimes you just do. And you usually do that with somebody that you trust. So we all have those moments. And sometimes I had no idea, and I'm sure other people, when you go into something like that, I'm messing up my words terribly. When you go into something, you don't expect that some of your vulnerable moments are going to be recorded. You don't expect that some of your vulnerable moments are going to be screenshotted. You don't expect that those moments might come out and held over your head later. So it's very surprising. It's very eye-opening to me, at least, that somebody would come in and say, you don't have the proof. You don't have proof. Well, of course I don't have the proof. I never thought that I would ever have to show evidence of somebody or save anything like that, you know? It never even ever occurred to me to take screenshots of stuff. Ever. I don't have 50 databases of stuff. I don't have Excel spreadsheets of stuff. I don't track people where they go, what they do, what they say. I have photos of my family on my phone and on my iPad. I have screenshots of memes that I think are funny. I have downloads of inspirational screenshot or things from the internet, from Google. You know, I don't have a folder full of incriminating evidence against people. It just doesn't occur to me. You know, I'm not paranoid. I don't keep things in a file for leverage against people. It's just not me. So why would I have proof? I never, ever, ever thought I would ever need that kind of stuff. So no, I don't have proof. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the chat and read some comments. She is going to drive herself crazy. Private conversations should never be shared. Yeah, there is a level of grace, help me, Rhonda. There is, because you kind of, like, we all vent. We've all been there. We've all been upset. We've all done that. And we've all been there. We've all had those moments. And if you keep those kinds of things inside, you just blow up. You can't do that. You can't be that person. It's not healthy. So you all have somebody. Everybody has somebody, or a few somebodies that you trust like that, and you vent, and you cry about it, and you say things that you don't mean, and everybody is that way. You never think that any of that would ever be brought public. So I'm saying it now, and y'all can clip it and share it. If anything that woman releases has any kind of smack talked about me, I don't care. I don't care. Release it. I honestly don't care, and I'm not going to be watching anyway. So I don't care. I really don't care. They're just words. They're just words. And they're manipulated words to begin with. Oh, Nancy, you're at the nursing home with your mom. Hi, Mom. Right, Tracy. We all vent. We can all vent and say things, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be acted on. We trust those we are speaking to. Yes. Yes, she's getting a level to control. Everybody vents, and that's fine. It's the telling tales and underhand gossip that makes it something quite different and nasty. Yes. You're exactly right, kindness cake. It's a large learning curve on YouTube. We live and learn. Yes, you're right, Pink Lady Luck. Who's in here that I haven't? Oh, hi, Rousey. Or Rosie. Rosie. Same here. No need for a large computer for space unless you're up to no good. That's right. Or you're a photographer. If you take lots of pictures, then you probably have a large computer, right? Or if you work in IT, if you own your own business, you might. Like a legitimate business, not a spying business. Yes, scripture screenshots. See, I have a lot of those too, Nancy. Yes, Nana Patty, I'm happy for Crime Scene Cleaner and everyone else that got away from there and now have a good life away from that mess. Absolutely. With God's grace to pick me up. Absolutely. No screenshots. How well one conducts oneself and treats others should be proof enough. Absolutely. Yeah, some people will even record private phone calls. It's awful. And so I don't understand that. And I never heard of anybody doing that until I came to YouTube. It floored me. I don't even know how to do that. Honest to God, don't even know how to do that on my phone. I have no clue how to even do that. Why would I want to? I don't even go back and watch my own lives or anything. Like, I don't have time. Nor do I want to make the time. She says we are all bonded over talking about hating her. Wasn't that exactly what she did about NC for over a year until her dynasty crumbled? Well, we could say the same about her, right? She's just using her stuff to weaponize people. The narcissistic cycle. Once they lose control, they start to attack a person's character. Yes. My mother is a... Hey, Jamie, I don't know if I said hello to you. My mother is a supervisor at our county CPS, and that magical law she made up isn't real. It's always been a thing where people can be held responsible to making fake calls. But CPS coming when you are threatening your life isn't a fake claim. Okay, it is Rosie. Okay, so held to the no was struck by her this afternoon. I have no idea how to record a dead gone phone call. Ridiculous. It's just silly. Did you see the comment about MRB striking held to the no? So it looks like she went through with striking. I think that's what was wrote. And to contact Twitter. Is that on Held to the Nose page? Do they have a post up about it? Oh, I need to remove that pinned post. That's why y'all were confused. Okay. I have to go check that out when I end this live. I think the other thing that I wanted to address, and I heard it in Held to the Nose video when she, or when they put up the screenshot from my community post. And I think that I heard Carolyn say something about, ooh, birdie. Did y'all hear that? That was loud. That was a loud bird. Oh, skeeters. Okay, yeah. Good, good, good. That's good to hear, Pink. There's recourse. No worries. Wow, there. You hear that? Go to bed, birdies. They're enjoying themselves over there. Anyways, aw. Usually we hear them in the morning. Okay, so anyways, I heard her say something about ask my husband for permission. Like that was a slight. I have to laugh at that. I really do. Because, you know, I was talking about how my husband, I showed him the comments that were left about my bald head at the soccer game, and he started, you know, talking me up and giving me wise counsel, and that's what he does. That's my husband. That's his role, right? That's his role. And that's his biblical role, too. That's how he's supposed to be. And he's a good man, and he's a good husband. And as far as asking him permission to do things, I don't necessarily ask him permission, but I respect him. There's a difference. I would never, ever, ever come on YouTube live or in a video and talk down to him. I know that. Ever. If we were ever having a disagreement or an argument, it happens in private. Does he like YouTube? No. I've made it very clear about that. He does not like YouTube, but he knows that I do. He just doesn't come on video when I'm on. He knows that I enjoy it and I like it, and he respects that. It's about mutual respect. I don't have to ask him permission. He's my partner. We're a partner in this life. He's my life partner, and I love him. I guess that's something that she doesn't understand. He doesn't rule over me. I don't rule over him. And I tell you one thing, if my husband had made me a birthday cake from scratch, and I was on live, I would have turned this live off, and I'd have been climbing him like a tree. Bet that. Whether that icing tastes sour or not. Y'all know what I mean, wouldn't you? All you ladies know what I'm talking about. If your man made it a point, I'm talking about even if he made me a cake out of a Duncan Hines box. Hell, even if he made me a cake, one of those mug cakes that you make in the microwave, and squeezed the icing out of the packet and stuck a little candle in it, girls, if he went to all that trouble even, bye, live. See y'all later. I'm telling you, NC girl, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Jamie, yeah, you know, Todd does that for me sometimes. He'll bring Ethan and I Frosties home unannounced. Yep, I do love me a chocolate Frosty. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, and the caps, y'all can use caps in here. I don't care. Oh, let me go back. There's a couple comments that didn't come through, so let me go approve those. Ow. Y'all can type in caps if you want, because I know some people have a hard time with their vision. Oh, let me get your backup channel, Hell to the No. I'll put the link in here. We got you wanting a Frosty. They're open late. Wendy's drive-thru is open late, I think. Yes, Hell to the No. A man doing the cooking, and you know what's even sexier is a man doing the cleaning up. I'm telling you, a man washing some dishes. Woo-hoo. I'll also tell you, my man does the laundry. Yes, he does. He does all the laundry. On Sundays, he does it when he's watching the football. When it's not football season, whatever sport's on Sundays, the racing, whatever, baseball, he does the laundry. Yes, he does. So anyways, yeah, y'all can use caps in here. I know a lot of people have trouble seeing. So if you're one of those people that have trouble with their eyesight, please feel free to use caps. Yep, if you got the wrong icing, I don't care. Even if an easy bake light bulb cooked my man's cake. Yep, you know it. I'd be climbing him like a tree. Oh, I can enlarge fonts in my settings. Honey, I don't know how to do that. I have no idea how to do that. Tree climbers unite. All right, let me get Hell to the Nose. Who is that outside? Oh, that's my neighbor. My neighbor across the way stays out late. Studies. Okay, let me see this. Pink Lady Luck has all the info. Show it, dang it. On it, show. I said show. Come on. It won't show. Am I buffering? No, I won't. Oh, there it goes. Studies show, stop. Studies show a man cleaning does improve one's sex life relationships, so throw them a broom, absolutely. And the key to that is don't, when they do something, don't criticize the way they do it. Honestly, don't do that. If they fold the towels the wrong way or they just don't do it your way, don't criticize them. You can go back and fix them later. Just don't criticize them because then they stop doing it. Y'all should see my linen closet. It's a hot mess. But you know what? He does the laundry. He folds them and he puts them away. You think I'm going to complain about it? Heck no. Every so often I go in there and I kind of just reorganize it and shape it up a little bit. It gets me out of having to do the laundry. It's all right. Sometimes my socks end up in one of my son's drawers. It's okay. They just bring them to me, you know, with the Hanes pink writing on the bottom. They bring them on to me. And vice versa. Sometimes Ethan's socks end up in my drawer. I just take them and put them in his drawer very quietly. You just don't make a big deal out of it. And then they keep doing it because they, you know, they're doing a great job. Thanks, babe. Thank you so much for doing the laundry today, baby. My hubby does all of the laundry. Yep, see? While eating cake. My husband and I cook, clean, and do the yard work together. Oh, I don't do no yard work. I draw the line. But see, I do most of the cleaning around the house. And he does all the yard work. I always say, thank you, hubby wubby. Oh, let me go and get Hell to the Nose second channel. Hell to the no 2.0. I want to drop that. We're going to copy that link and we're going to drop this here. All right. Let me know if that link works. If y'all haven't subbed to Hell to the Nose backup channel, that is their backup channel. Go sub to that one just in case. They're trying to get to the 500 so that they can get the community tab. So they can do community posts. So if y'all would sub up to them, let me know if that link works too. You subbed already? Great, thank you. Awesome, thanks guys. It's a good link, okay, good. Yeah, that's funny. I cringed when one of them was not named Amy. I was like, oh, really? That's nasty. Look, I had this stalker on Twitter like a long time ago. Well, she wasn't really a stalker. She's from Australia. And not that that matters. No offense to any Australia people in the crowd. She was from Australia. And she and I had a falling out. And she was just really a strange bird. She was like really creepy. And she would get really vulgar very easily. And I was like, you know, I just can't be around that. I mean, like, seriously straight up vulgar. I say I'm a climbing like a tree. No, she would get like super, super, super vulgar. And no, but it was worse than that. She was very abusive. And so I had blocked her on Twitter. And so she came into my DMs on Facebook and started sending me all these messages. And I didn't realize that she was sending them to me because they were going like to my, I guess, to like, there's a folder on there where messages go when you're not friends. I mean, this was at least, gosh, this was at least 10 years ago. Yeah, it was at least 10 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. And the last one she sent to me, she said, I'm going to change my vibrator's name to Amy so that when you know what, I can scream your name. I was like, girl, you have got to be gone. This is disgusting. So when I saw that video, I was like, this is just really bad. I'm going to start changing my name. So, ugh, it's just gross. Michelle. We probably had the same stalker. Oh my God, maybe we did. Oh my gosh. Isn't that gross? That is so disgusting. Okay, the kid's out. Kids outside. Yeah, it did get dark fast, didn't it? Isn't that sickening? So sickening. Hi, baby.
Hi, Mama.
This is my baby man. Just don't tinkle in your britches. Sometimes that happens to old ladies like me. Right? You get us laughing so hard like Nana. You get Nana laughing so hard and she runs all the way to the bathroom laughing. What'd you do that for? Silly. Yes, well, it worked, Kindness Cake. It worked. Hi, Crazy Life. Late to the live. I'm going to start from the beginning. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no, pussycat. No.
What happened?
No, you don't read the chat.
Why not? Did it have any cuss words?
No.
How was it bad then?
Oh, no. We're just talking about stalkers. Not fun stuff. He's got that balloon. He keeps blowing it up. You had a Tinker crate that you worked on yesterday, right? When the power went out? Yep. That's terrible. Well, she didn't do that to me. Thank goodness. She didn't have any of my, like, she didn't have my phone number or anything like that. In fact, she didn't even have my email. She and I were linked on Twitter, so she had the power to DM me on Twitter, but we weren't even friends on, we were not friends on Facebook, but she sent me, like, Facebook Messenger messages that went to, like, the other folder, so I didn't even find them. Gosh, it even took me a while to find the messages. But she had kept sending them to me. I guess she was getting pissed that I wasn't finding them. And you know, on Twitter, you can create fake accounts. I don't know how easy it is to do now, but back then you could create all the fake accounts you wanted and go troll people. So who knows? She probably was trolling me back then under different names. I don't know. But Twitter, you can make your profile. You can lock your profile down, so. Oh no. Donda. Yeah, no dark web. Yes, his mouth is healing. Did any of your stitches come out yet? No. One of them's loose though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep, one of the stitches is loose. Oh yeah, that's the one that you were talking about today. Was it today on your live? See, I listened to both of your lives, part 1 and part 2. And then, I think they were from last night, Pink. And then I listened to, and right as Ethan, you're such a boy. And then right as I was finishing up part 2, you went live today. So I joined that one. What happened to her? The one that was sending me those
110.
messages? Oh, I'm sure she's still out there.
110 people?
Yeah. Yes, she did leave me alone. I think she just wanted to freak me out. That's all. She did leave me alone.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, I heard you talking about her. So she wasn't anything like what you dealt with. Not even close to what you dealt with. Just a bunch of disgusting comments made to freak me out. Yeah, it got Ethan, Cody.
What?
Oh, are you behind? Yeah, my crazy life is behind. You have a disagreement, she will twist it into that you're in a feud. Friends have disagreements. She left me alone and found you. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to blow all the air in and suck it back
Hi,
in.
Kayla. Did I say hi to you? I'm sorry, sweetie. Dumb. I'm used to it. Boys will be boys. I'm used to it. I think I'm immune to it. Jamie, I was diagnosed with fibro 14 years ago when I was 21. The middle part is just as bad as... All right. Now that's enough. Seriously. Okay? Especially right in this space. All right? Okay, thank you.
Can you tie it? And blow a little more though.
Daddy can tie it. Go get your dad to tie it. Only reason is because I'm holding my phone and have to sit it down. I'm not going to be on much longer. I'll be inside. Okay?
It just crashed the plane into an asteroid.
What?
It changed its path.
They crashed a plane into an asteroid?
Not a plane, like a spaceship.
Who did?
NASA.
NASA did?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched the last minute.
Really? That's cool.
Didn't see much. It was just boop, boop, caused into the asteroid.
And it what did it do to the asteroid?
It directed its path.
I mean, like, did it explode or?
No, it just moved it.
It didn't, nothing broke off of it or anything?
I'm sure something broke off. You could see it on the
You could-
camera.
Oh.
The camera wasn't that big. It lost connection in like 10 seconds maybe. Not
Oh, so it was on the spaceship that hit it. The camera was. Well, duh. Where else would the camera be?
Looking at the asteroid from 100,000 miles away.
Oh my gosh. He is funny. Yeah, I don't know how. I've thought about that before a lot, Jamie. People who live with chronic pain. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. He's so funny. He is so funny. He's my change of life little miracle man. When he came out the other day and said, "I'm a miracle." He is. And we tell him that all the time. You're our miracle. He's funny. I wouldn't know how to get into the dark web. I wouldn't either. Your mom had you at 36. I had Ethan at 40. So, because I had chemotherapy, and the chemotherapy that I had, the doctors basically, my oncologist told me that I probably would be rendered infertile, that obviously he couldn't predict that 100%, but the odds were against me ever conceiving again. And he talked about, very briefly, he offered, harvesting eggs and freezing them for later use, but my cancer was spreading so quickly that he said, my sister-in-law was with us, and she asked, what happens, I forget how she phrased the question, but his answer was, if we don't start chemo in the next few weeks, she'll be dead. So I'm thinking, we don't even have time to harvest eggs. That's not an option at this point. And we had Brandon and Carson by then. They were little guys. You can see that in my thumbnail, how little they were. And so I was like, we don't have time to harvest eggs. It's not even a concern. So we had to start chemo and just take our chances. And so I went through all of that and healed from it. And we went the route of adoption, and that's another long story. We went through the China adoption route, and that's, like I said, a long story, a story for another day. And then we went to, that took quite some time. Lots. That was a huge roller coaster ride, let me tell you. Very heartbreaking journey that was. And then we went to fertility specialist who worked with us for a while, and a few cycles of we did, I think it's Clomid, we did that, and that didn't work. And then I did an injectable for a few months, and I got pregnant, and then I don't laugh because of this. I miscarried, and pretty much gave up at that point. I was like, I'm done. It was just so much emotional trauma for all those years, and we were finished. And then, because I remember when I went to the infertility specialist again for a follow-up, he basically said, there really is, there's literally 0% chance. Your ovaries really are fried. There's no hope. There's no chance. He was giving me nothing. Basically, he washed his hands of me. So I gave up hope, and I grieved for a long time. And then, the Lord worked on me for a while. And I really had to get past that because I had my heart set on a third child. And I had to get over that heartbreak, you know. But our plans aren't God's plans. You know, God has plans, and his plans are much better than ours. And I wasted a lot of time trying to push my plans into fruition. If I had just sat back and just let things happen, I wouldn't have wasted all that time. I wouldn't have had all that heartbreak. But, you know, humans, we're hard-headed, right? We think our ways are best. But after all that and healing, and I had resolved myself, you know, I'd come to a place where I was happy and settled and just grateful. I was healthy. I was alive. My children were healthy, well-adjusted, even through everything they had been through. Because when you're sick, your family suffers too. You know, they were victims of this cancer as well, as was my husband. So we were all through it, and we were all thriving, and we were all still together too. So I had come to that place of being so grateful of what I had and my family that the Lord had given me. And I started having back pain, and it was early August, and I just kept complaining of back pain. I took a heating pad to work with me, and Todd kept telling me, you take a pregnancy test. I was like, I am not pregnant. This was over a year later after all of this had happened. I said, Todd, I am not pregnant. And then deep down, I was like, I'm not getting my hopes up. You know, I'm settled. I'm happy the way I am. I don't want to upset the apple cart. And he's like, you've got to take a pregnancy test. He kept on me for days. And I finally was like, I'm just going to shut him up. I went to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. And because I worked for OBGYNs for so long, and they say, you know, pregnancy test is a pregnancy test. The ones at Dollar Tree work just as fine as the ones we do here in the office. And that's what they would tell their patients. Just don't spend all that money on those fancy pregnancy tests. The Dollar Tree ones are just as good. So that's where I went. I got 2 tests on my lunch break. I came back to work. I went straight to the bathroom and did the first pregnancy test. And while I'm washing my hands, it was positive. I mean, that fast it was positive. So I was like, there ain't no way this is positive. So I pick it up and I go out and I show it to one of my very close friends. She's still a very close friend today. I shove it in her face and I said, what does this look like to you? And she looked at it and she said, that looks like a congratulations in order. I said, no way, no way. She said, I'm sure that is. She said, you better call your husband and tell him. So I didn't. I went back in the bathroom and took the second pregnancy test. And then I sent a picture to Todd of both pregnancy tests being positive. And he sent back in all caps, I told you so. And then we had Ethan. So, yeah, I mean, good things come to those who wait, right? And we think we know better. And the doctors think they know better than the Lord. We don't, and they don't. And everything is in his timing and not ours. And that little guy in there is so precious. He makes me laugh, and he's so frustrating. He is so frustrating because he has a mind of his own, you know, but that's the way he's supposed to be. He's a boy, and he's just an amazing, amazing kid. So I say frustrating in a good way. Like, he's not a follower. He is a leader. So, and leaders can be frustrating. So it's an honor to be his mom, and I get to mold him and take that that leader, those leader qualities about him, and try to shape them. So it's been quite a ride for the last 10 years with him. Quite a ride. And I'm sure he's probably waiting for me to come inside. He's in there with his daddy, though. I heard Todd yell. He's probably yelling at the cat. Hey, April. Pink, I'm very fertile. Just look at me and I get pregnant. I was fortunate. My mama said that about herself. She said, all your daddy had to do was look at me and I'd get pregnant. There's 4 of us. Should have been 5, but she had 1 miscarriage too. I took mine at McDonald's. Couldn't wait. After I bought them from Rite Aid, it was right next door. That's a wonderful story, Mom Ames. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I needed that. Oh, you're welcome, Dewey Do, right? It's a great way to kind of end the live. And, wow, I got pregnant twice on birth control and had only 1 ovary. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. My mom got pregnant all 4 times on birth control.
My balloon popped in your wreath.
Your balloon popped on my wreath.
Mm-hmm.
Did it hit a sharp edge? Did it scare your dad? Is that why he was yelling?
It didn't scare me.
Oh.
So it probably didn't scare him. He just yelled, what am I doing?
Oh.
It wasn't that sharp.
What wreath did it pop on?
Sunflower.
The sunflower.
I don't know. It was right. It's in front. It's in front of where you're usually sitting. More like on the side. It's on the side of the wall.
Oh, the bee one? Oh, it probably hit one of the pieces of the ribbon that has the wire.
I didn't know there was wire on that.
Oh, you too, bargain shopper. After I got pregnant with my 4th, my dad bought my husband a TV for the bedroom and said, Johnny Carson's a good show to watch at night. My veins on my chest would darken. That was my pregnancy sign. That's funny. Well, with Ethan, it was my back, my lower back. And I had the worst back labor with him. The worst back labor.
You mean I weighed the most?
No, all of my contractions were in my back. And it was funny because I had to be induced with him. I had hypertension. And so I had to be induced. And when you're induced, I wanted to be all natural because I went natural with Carson, my middle son. And I wanted to do it again with Ethan, but I couldn't because they had to induce me because of my hypertension. And, oh, Ethan, see, that's a boy thing. That's nasty. Come on, kid.
It's stuck there. I couldn't get it out.
Well, you could have gone off camera and done that. I had the camera pointed right at you. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Ah,
Allergy season.
that's nasty.
It's not that nasty.
Yeah, but so they had to induce me, but my labors went so fast. I had a midwife with my 2nd one, and she told me if you ever have another child, you best get to the hospital fast because the 3rd one is going to pop out very fast. So they induced me on that morning when they finally came in to give me the epidural, because with that induction medicine, oh my gosh, your contractions are horrible. So I was like, yes, I want an epidural. It was pointless because by the time the epidural, well, they were putting the epidural in my back and my water broke while they were inserting it. Because I'm sitting there and I said, either my water just broke or I just peed myself.
What if water broke?
I'll talk to you about it later. So she's like, okay, well, just hold still. We'll check you when we're done.
That's weird.
So she finished putting it in, and then she checked. She's like, yep, your water broke. Let me page your doctor. Yeah, it's a boy thing.
Is that worse than peeing? Is water breaking worse than peeing?
When you're pregnant and you have a baby,
Well,
well, you never will. You're a boy.
Hope I don't.
You never will. Your wife will. There's fluid around the baby. So when you're ready to have the baby, the sac that's holding the water in breaks and it all comes out. It has to. It has to go somewhere. So that's what they say. Your water broke.
Okay.
You asked.
I don't understand that. It's around the baby?
Yeah, the baby's in like a sac. It's like a clear membrane sac.
Is the sac your belly?
Kind of. It's like a Walmart bag. No, I'm kidding. It's an not invisible. It's a clear. You know what? Do you know, like an egg yolk, like an egg. If you look at an egg and what?
I was born inside of an egg?
Well, no, an egg is in a sack. We'll talk about it later. I'll draw you a picture. How about that?
No.
No.
Don't draw me a picture. I just do. I just pulled it down. Like barely, but.
Pulled it down?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll look at it. Oh, yeah. It dangles like that. It's okay. I'll look at it tomorrow. Look at Loki.
What are you doing?
But yeah, so by the time the epidural took effect, I had already had Ethan, so I pretty much had him naturally too. We were leaving the one room that I delivered in and heading upstairs to the regular floor. And I looked at my sister. She was in the elevator with us, and I said, "Well, can't feel my legs now." It's a good thing I got that epidural, huh? You're gonna charge me for it. And it didn't do me any good.
Oops.
This is water bottle.
Alright, stop.
It's my kitty.
Loki.
Can't see.
Loki.
That's my kitty.
Loki.
That screen is so dirty. And there you are rubbing all up against it. Crazy fool. Yep. So
He's trying to find a way out.
That's a good comparison, Jamie.
He had his paws up like this.
Loki, what are you doing?
Loki.
Yes, April. Her
When he gets shown on the camera, he doesn't like doing it.
I know, he's shy. Her babies are sick right now, so you guys pray for them. They have RSV. I didn't want to say anything earlier because I didn't know if she wanted me to talk about it or not.
Speaking of praying,
So pray. Hold on a second. So pray for her 2 little girls. They have RSV, and they're really, really sick. So please pray for them. What were you going to say about praying?
Miss Smith's friend was pregnant, and she died while she was pregnant. They got the baby out, but the baby might not live either.
Oh, no. That's your teacher's friend?
Yeah. Or someone my teacher knows.
Oh, no. And the mother died?
The mother died while she was pregnant.
That's horrible.
Unexpectedly, too.
Oh, no. Oh, that's awful.
Hi, Luke. What are you looking at? Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
I'm so sorry. Davita says, I'm working on a video listening to your pregnancy story, crying my head off. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anybody cry. So I had to stop. Congratulations years ago. Thank you, Davita. Now you're going to mess with that wind chime. Your dad's probably going to come in here and tell you to get in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just after 8.
Monkey. Monkey.
Nope, there's Pink said she'll pray for your teacher's friend's baby.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. It's very sad.
Yep. Well, I didn't know who that person was. I didn't know Emerson either.
Yeah, but Mrs. Smith knows her. And what did she ask for prayer? Was that her prayer request today?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
She asked us to pray about it.
Yeah.
So when he said prayer, I was like, okay, I better say this.
Yeah, you better ask for prayer. Was that just on your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said the word prayer, it came in my mind.
Yeah, well, that's good. How much did Ethan weigh? Oh, man, I'm not one of those mothers that can spit that out.
Probably the most.
No.
Well, I weigh the most at 10 years old.
Brandon, yes. Brandon was Brandon's my oldest. He weighed the most. He weighed 7 pounds, 11 ounces. And then Carson weighed, gosh, he was probably the tiniest. He weighed like 5 pounds, just under 6 pounds, like 5'12", I think.
Well, now they're both super thin, and I'm not thin.
And they're both taller than me now. I'll put up a picture we had taken. We took at the engagement party this weekend. I'll put that up on my community post.
I'm not even as tall as Nana yet.
You're almost taller than me, though. You're not going to be much.
Stand?
Not going to be much longer. No, we'll see it in the picture. You're almost taller than Nana. My mama's Nana. And then Ethan was, I think you were over 6 pounds. So none of my babies were very big.
Well, I'm big now.
You're sweet. You're my sweet man. What a lovely teacher he has to offer prayers. Yeah, they were small babies. He goes to a private Christian school. We're blessed to be able to provide that for him. We made that change last school year, so we pulled him out of public and put him into the private school. It was a big change for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You like it there now?
My grades weren't the best. I got a C.
Oh, no.
By like 2 points, but C's a C.
Yeah.
Well, you said that's why I didn't get the AB honor roll. It was in the third quarter, too.
No, I thought that you did amazingly well last year because of the big change of changing to a whole new school with new kids that you didn't know and new routine.
Making friends.
Yeah, you had to make a whole new group of friends.
Most of them are my friends.
To only get 1 C, I thought was awesome.
Yeah, but after my performances in public school, it's terrible.
Well, this private school's a lot harder than what
It is
your
harder, but
public school classes were.
I got real humbled last year.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it would be just almost barely harder.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely harder.
Yeah.
Did they still ask? Did they ask the person that lives over there if that was their grill cover yet?
I don't know if she's asked or not.
I don't want to say his name out.
Yeah, out of privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without permission.
I'm big now, yeah, I know. Both my boys weighed 8 pounds. My daughter, 7'6". See, I can't remember the exact weights. I'd have to go look in their baby books.
How does a baby weigh 8 pounds?
Jeez, honey, babies could weigh a lot more than that. They can weigh 10, 11 pounds when they're born.
That's like a quarter of my weight.
Huh?
That's a quarter of my weight.
Do
a quarter.
I was gonna say, do that math again. You might want to do that math again there.
A tenth. That's a tenth of my weight. That is not a quarter. I do not weigh 40 pounds. I weigh more than 2 times that, plus 20. Plus 2. Plus 0.2. So I weigh 102.2.
That's right. Pink just said some babies are even born with teeth.
Lucky. I wasn't, and I don't have enough teeth.
Yeah, you're going to need some extra teeth, aren't you?
Yeah.
I wish all kids could be given a foundation of faith. It's so important. I agree. Wow, they were little, weren't they, April? April said her 2 youngest were little. One was 4 pounds 4 ounces. The other 4 pounds 6 ounces. Oh, look.
Go.
And one of her daughters was born with teeth. The 2 on the bottom. The 2 teeth on the bottom.
The 2 big ones on the bottom?
And the 2 little ones. The 2.
Ones on the side, canines? The 2 front ones?
Yeah. Is that what they're called?
That's no. That's canines is this one.
Or the side ones?
No, canines are these.
The pointy ones?
Yeah. Canines are the sharpest teeth, I think.
Okay.
So it's the one next to these big teeth.
The ones next to the 4.
The 4 bigger ones, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're next to them, and then I don't know what's after that.
Okay.
That's my guess because canine teeth are sharp. And canine dogs, they're sharp. So I'm guessing the teeth are going to be sharp.
17 plus 17 is not 25. I know you. Don't you love it?
I'm going to go in now.
Okay, baby. Ooh, I can only imagine that, April, latching. Ooh, with an infant with teeth, a newborn. My granddaughter Angelina had a tooth. Oh, I told you he keeps me on my toes. Oh, you're good, Davita. You don't need to tag. You're fine. I weighed 4 pounds 2 ounces, 1 month preemie, and my husband was preemie. He was let's see, I was born on November 24th, and he was born on November 26th. 2 days apart. We were born the same year. And then we were born and in the nursery, in the same nursery now, in the same hospital. He was actually due in January. So he was born in November, but due in January. So he was a little guy. I know, little baby DVs. I love everything about little babies. He's very smart. He is. He's an intellectual. One was born at 33 weeks, 4 days, and one was 34 weeks, 5 days. Oh. Oh, hey, Lori. My son was 2 pounds. Oh, my gosh. Approximately 1 out of every 2,000 to 3,500 newborns comes into the world with at least 1 tooth. Oh, my gosh. Wow. My father held me in his palm the day I came home and was told he said I was bigger than the roast beef they cooked that day. Oh, so tiny. I don't know how people can mistreat them. They're so little and delicate and trusting and tiny. My Alyssa was a preemie, 3 pounds. So tiny. Sending love and hugs to all. He is sweet. He is. He gets full of himself just like every other kid. But he is very sweet. And he loves to fight with his big brother. One big brother he fights with, the other one he doesn't. He like worships the ground that Brandon walks on. He knew that Brandon was going to this engagement party with us for my niece. And oops, let me prove that. And but I don't think that he knew that he was coming here first and riding with us. So he was sitting in the living room when Brandon got here Saturday, and he heard his voice, and he looked up and his eyes got real big, and he said, "Is that?" He sounded just like Linus in The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. When Linus thinks the great pumpkin has finally arrived. "Is that?" I looked at him and started laughing, and I said, "I think so." And he jumped up from the couch. He said, "Bubba." He calls him Bubba. He was so excited. But it was so cute. "Is that?" Hi, Sherry. It's okay. You're never late. You're always here for what you need to hear. That's what Rita says. The booted chick. Oh, thank you, Kayla. You mellow out when you get older. I think I'm a different mother now than I was when I had Brandon. I can see differences. I'm much more patient now than I was when I was younger. It's just different. Ugh. You'd be afraid to hold a baby that tiny. I know, they're so delicate. Thank you for sharing Ethan's story into this world with us all. You're welcome. Oh, I would be scared to hold a baby that small too, I'll be honest. Jamie, I love babies so much. I do too. I just love them. I love the little noises they make and the way they kick their little arms and their legs. They just don't have any control over them, so they just kind of go everywhere. And when they're hungry and they're searching for that nipple, and how they search for it, and their breathing gets fast, they just get so frantic until they finally found that nipple. I just love them. And they just smell so good right after their little bath. They're just so sweet. I can't wait to be a grandmother. I mean, I can wait because it's not time for my boys to be dads. But I look forward to that day. So I told both of my boys, you better pick out girls that are okay with me, being there. I don't mean like being in the labor room. I mean the delivery room. But I mean being there after you come home and helping. And I want sleepover rights. I want, I want to be able to come over and help in the middle of the night and let you guys sleep and all that. So you better find girls who are okay with me and they like me. What? You're kidding. She struck Hill to the No a third time. Wow. You don't think you'll be a grandma, Sherry? Well, let's see. I'll post it again. There's Hell to the Nose backup channel. I believe that's still the correct link. Y'all let me know. Hey, Florida Gray Lady. Hi, Tina Bina. Let me know if that's the correct link. The correct link to Hell to the Nose backup channel. Yeah. My oldest boy passed away in 2020. He would have made me a grandma. But youngest boy, who is 22, he does not like kids. First of all, I am so sorry for your loss of your son. I truly, truly am. your youngest boy who doesn't like kids. He's only 22, and things can change. So don't give up hope. Because he's very young. 22 is young. I don't know that I was very keen on kids. Well, I liked babies, but I didn't want them. No, I did want them when I was 22, but I'm a girl. You know, guys, it takes a lot for guys when they're 22. You know, they're out, they're sowing their oats, you know. So give him time. Give him time. He meets the right girl. He falls in love. He might change his mind, especially if she wants kids. So, yeah, you just don't know. Kayla, I do have several. They're kind of buried in my channel. They're like the mesh style wreaths. The flower petal wreaths that I make, I don't have any tutorials, but I have a link to a great channel who does them that I watched to get the ideas for the wreaths that I make, the flower petal ones. And so I can, I was gonna say I'll put it on my community page, but I can, let me see. Let me put it on my community page. If you watch that space, watch my community page, and I'll put a link to the lady's channel because my mind just went blank and I can't remember the name of her channel. But she does the most beautiful flower petal wreaths and does all kinds of different ones. And she'll tell you like where to get your supplies from. And she's just a wonderful teacher. So it's easier for me to just give you the link to her stuff than to try to do a tutorial video right now. I'm so busy. If that's okay, you can just go watch her, and because she's great. And then the other like the grapevine style wreaths that I make, I'm planning on going live. I was hoping I was going to be able to do it like last week or the week before. Going live, I've got a couple of fall grapevine wreaths I want to make. So I was planning on going live and making those on a live soon because they're fall and I want to get them made. And then you guys can kind of come in and chat and watch and watch the process. They're pretty easy to make though. The grapevine wreaths with the flowers. You just have to get the bows down right and you know, just the layering of all the flowers. I enjoy making the mesh wreaths more, I'll tell you. But I can do a live with a mesh wreath too. Just like a regular mesh wreath. Not the flower petal one. The flower petal one, you're better off going to the other lady's channel and just watching her stuff because she does a bunch of different styles of petals. And you can go through and just watch and watch and watch all of her stuff. She's wonderful. Yeah, you're right, Pink. Me too. I'm so glad my life doesn't revolve around YouTube where I'm even financially dependent on it. What a lousy way to live. I know. Yep, Sherry, so very sorry. Much too young, sweetie. Trust in God. What a glorious day it will be when you are reunited with your son. Amen. Yes. You know, sometimes that's really the only way that people can get through. You never get over a loss, especially the loss of a child. But that's the only way that you get through your days is your faith in the Lord. And because some days you don't have anything else. There's nothing else. I don't know how people who don't believe get through their days. I guess they just harbor hate and bitterness, and that's how they survive. I don't know. It's kind of sad. Yeah. Yeah, Sherry, I'll tell you all this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end. My nephew, so my niece who's getting married next year, whose engagement party we went to Saturday, her older brother, when he was 16, he was killed in a car accident. Single car accident. He was coming home from work. They lived in a rural area, and he overcorrected, and his best friend happened to be the car that was coming by him, and he overcorrected for. He was trying to get over to let him by, but he was going too fast, and hit an embankment head on. And he was ejected from the truck, and the coroner said he was killed instantly. He was not wearing a seatbelt. Had he been wearing a seatbelt, he would have been injured but not killed. And he would have been, let's see, Carson was 5 when that happened, and Carson is 19 now. So that's how long ago that was. But, I've watched my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, her husband, go through it with such grace and humility and just love. And it's been an amazing journey to watch them. And it is an everyday struggle for them. And it changed them. But if not for their faith and their trust in the Lord, I don't know how they would have gotten through it. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. And I know my sister-in-law, that some days are harder than others. His birthday, Christmas, Saturday was rough because he should have been there at his sister's engagement party. It's just, it never gets better. It never goes away. You have to keep living, because that's what your son would want. Your son doesn't want you to stop living just because they're not anymore. And that's something that I know she holds on to. She has to keep living, because for her to do anything less is not what he would want. So Ethan's middle name is after him. His name was Cody. And when I got pregnant with Ethan, we asked them if we could use his name as Ethan's middle name. And we didn't tell anybody. They're the only 2 people that knew what Ethan's name was going to be when he was born. Brandon and Carson didn't even know, because we knew they'd blab it to everybody. Nobody knew until he was born, and we announced that what his name was. So yeah, we named Ethan's middle name after my nephew. Yeah, it's something. These kids, we've lost so many in our community over the last 2 or 3 years, these young kids, and it's just tragic. It's just so hard, so sad. My 19-year-old cousin took her own life last week. Oh my gosh, yeah, see, it's just these children, these young people, it's just, yep, you need to be here for your other boy. And yeah, I'm really sorry about that, April. Yeah, your loved one is not on the earth. Yep. And that's a shock, because you keep waiting. Like, I know for her, I think she still has moments where she waits for the phone to ring and it be him, or she'll wait for him to walk through the door, and then she has to remind herself. And it's years. Look how long it's been, But I know my mother, now my grandfather died in 1989, and my mother says she still does that with her father. And she was a daddy's girl. Like, she's like, I still sometimes get this feeling like he's gonna walk in the room. And it's a strange feeling that she'll get. And then she has to remind herself no, he's dead. He's not here. You know, he's not going to walk in the room. It's just really strange. But part of loving someone is grieving when they're gone, right? That's part of the price that we pay for loving someone. And I think it's worth it, because to live any other way, you'd be living in solitude alone, and that's no way to live. Yeah, his middle name is Cody, after our nephew. Yeah, we asked them permission, because we didn't want to just spring it on them out of respect. So, hey Tico, real life, it's real life. There are certain things that we are guaranteed in life, and one of them is that we're all gonna die. We are not promised tomorrow, guys. None of us are. So try not to take anybody for granted. You gotta love on each other while you're still here. Yes. Yep, oftentimes a parent grieving has to remember to continue to honor their surviving children. Yeah, when Cody died, they donated what they could of his organs, so they were able to do that. And like Saturday, they talked about him a little bit, you know, saying he wasn't able to be there, obviously, but they talked about him a little bit. So it was a not like a mourning kind of sad, but it was like a bittersweet. Like, we missed him being there, but we kind of knew that he was looking down over us, like that kind of a thing. Yeah, you never forget those important dates. Yeah, and see, every time I fuss at him, I say, Ethan, Cody, and it makes me think of Cody. Because Cody was he was fun. He had ADHD. So he was very spirited. He was a very spirited boy. But he was a very sweet boy. He was very community oriented. So he was very helpful. Like, he was always there to lend a helping hand if you needed it. He was very polite, he was just a good boy, you know? He was just a good kid. So yeah, we were proud to be able to use his name. It's a good name with good memories. Am I wrong to be angry at God because of everything I've been through, even though I do know that there are so many much worse off? Nope. No, God can handle your anger. You know, he created us with human emotions, right? So he gave us all of our emotions. So he can handle our emotions. Like, he can handle the anger towards him. So if you have that, you know, because I spent time, I've been angry with God before. I've been very angry with God. And I've expressed that anger towards him. I've screamed at God before. I've been there. Yeah. I mean, he's our father, you know, ultimately he's our father. And in a normal father-child relationship, your father can handle your anger. It's the same. You know, you can express your anger and your frustration to your own father here on earth, and your father still loves you. Like, they'll take your anger and they'll let you express it and get it out, and they're still standing there to love you anyway and love you through it. That's how God is with our anger. and our frustration and all of our crappy emotions, all of our negative emotions. He's still there. He'll stand there and let you express it all and get it all out. And he's still going to be standing right there when you're done. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, and the other, we always, and I'm just like you guys. I don't have all the answers. People ask questions, and there are a lot of things I don't know. And the one thing I do know is that we're not meant to have all the answers. We don't know why certain things happen or why certain things don't happen, because we're not meant to be all knowing. We don't sit on the throne the way God does. He is the one that knows everything. So if we knew everything and had all the answers, then that would equate us to God. And that's never going to happen, right? We're not meant to have all the answers. We're not meant to be equals to him. Jesus sits at his right hand, and Jesus is his son, and he doesn't even have all the answers, because Jesus doesn't even know the day and the time he's coming back, right? So if Jesus doesn't know it all, then certainly we're not ever going to know it all either. So we can ask why does this happen? Why does that happen? We don't know. We just don't know. Yeah. God can and will grant us his peace and strength to get us through any difficult situation. Yes, he will. And I think he does that even when we don't ask him to. It's that peace that you get that surpasses all understanding, and you can't even explain that peace when you have it. And you just have it. You don't even ask for it, and it's just there. I'm glad you're in here with us, Sherry. I'm in no way going to hurt myself, but for a very long time have felt would be the better off if not on this earth. I've been there too, Rosie. I've been there when I was going through my chemo treatments. I think I've talked about that before, where I was just so sick. And that's why I say with people with chronic pain, my pain was temporary. And people that live with chronic pain, I honestly don't know how you cope with it, because I was at that point. And I remember sitting in my mama's kitchen at her table, and I was just so beaten down, and I was so tired of fighting, and I was so depressed, and I just wanted it all to end. And I said to her, it would be so much better if I just died. And she said, don't ever say that again. And I said, Mama, I'm a burden on everybody, and I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. I'm sick, and I'm tired, and I'm tired of being sick. And so I've been there. I know what that feels like. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going. And my mama talked me out of that funk and reminded me of the things that I have in my life that I had to keep going for, And there are places that you can go, and there are people you can talk to, that if you're ever in that mindset and you don't have anyone close to you that you can talk to, there are places that you can go and numbers you can call and get help and talk to people that can ground you and remind you of why you need to be here. There's always a reason, right? If you're still here on earth, there's a reason for you to still be here. You're not done yet. There's a purpose. Yeah. Yep, survivor's guilt. I felt that too. Yeah. That's a hard thing to get through too. And pour out our hearts to him in prayer. Yeah. But you know, you can be angry with God though. First, scream at him, yell at him. It's okay. He can handle you. Get all that anger out, those tears, cry, scream at him. Shake your fist at him if you need to. I've done it. Trust me, I've done it. And then when you're done, then you can pray, and you can tell him you're sorry and tell him how much you love him, and then receive that grace and that love, and yeah, and then it's healing. It's very healing. Oh yeah. Yeah, well he's the one that owns this world right now. Satan runs this world. He thought he could be equal to God. Look where that got him. That's right. That's right, Tico. Death can have me when it earns me. You go down swinging, right? Yes. God understands. He came here as a human. Jesus knows. Yep. Trust that God will use a hardship for something beyond what you can see. Yes. It's part of your testimony. It's all part of your testimony. Every hardship, everything you go through, it becomes a part of your testimony. I wish Satan would tone it down on the inflation. Did John the Baptist yell at God? Oh, I'm not sure. You know what, Pink? I'm not sure about that. I'm going to go look it up. I'll look it up when this is done. But there sure was a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth in the Bible, wasn't there? I chuckle every time I hear the gnashing of teeth. There's a lot of it in the Bible. Gnashing teeth. And they wailed and gnashed their teeth. They must have had terrible teeth back then from all that gnashing. Oh, you're welcome, Kayla. I'm glad that I'm glad it helped. Job may have. You know, I don't know that Job did. I don't even think Job did. And Job lost everything. Like, he lost his entire family, his home, like, everything worth anything. He even lost his health. Like, everything. His friends even came by and said, why don't you just die? Just kill yourself. I mean, Job had it bad. He had every right to yell at God. Snaggle teeths. Yeah. That's a lot of gnashing going on. Less gnashing, more praying. Did y'all see Elon Musk's spaceship at all Saturday night? Anybody see it? We saw it. Thank you, everyone. There's too many of you to print out by hand. Not many understand what I deal with. And I don't like to complain, but it gets harder and harder each day. I can't even imagine it, Rosie, but I'm glad you're in here. And you're welcome in here anytime. Anytime, anytime. And you can complain in my chat anytime, girl. You're not really complaining. I said I used that word because you did, but you're not complaining. You can speak about your troubles in here anytime. I don't understand it. I don't know chronic pain, but I know what it is to be in that kind of pain. And I can only imagine what it's like to deal with it every day, long term. So I can have empathy. I have empathy for you. And anyone else who suffers with chronic pain. I don't know how you guys do it. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Isn't that a song? We will get a crown of endurance. Yep. Oh, good night, Pink. Yeah, I'm getting off too. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. This is a wonderful live stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it. See, we vented a little bit. We laughed a little bit. We built each other up a little bit. I gotta go wash my hair too. Thank you, Mama Ames. I know many understand pain. Complaining doesn't solve anything. Well, you get to vent a little bit. I mean, venting feels good, right? I gotta go wash my hair too. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys all being in here. And I know I missed a lot of comments. I probably hope I didn't miss any people when they came in to say hi. But it is really hard when the chat's moving fast. I should have put on slow mode, but I don't know how to do that on my phone. We didn't get any trolls in here tonight, did we? I don't think we did. But anyways, all right, I'm going to end it. And I appreciate everyone being in here. And go sub to Hell to the No 2.0 if you didn't already. I'm going to put their... I'm pretty sure everybody in here... Oh, the link must have expired. But if you've been in here, you did already sub to them, I'm sure. But go visit their page and see if there's anything that we can do to help out. And let us know if there's anything we can do to help out, Pink, in your next live. Because we're all willing to. I'm sure I can speak for everybody in here that we're all willing to help out. So enjoy your evening. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget that thumbs up. I always forget to ask for that. Keep being kind to each other, guys, because there's way too much meanness in this world. Bye.